Right now we are caught in the pull and tug that is September. Crisp mornings and afternoon thunder showers, late blooming zinnias and ripening pumpkins, structured school days yet a spontaneous ice cream party on the patio. This season is beautiful, stretching our flexibility and teaching us to take each day as it comes. Start this vlog out running some errands, take you guys along. First of all, I want to stop in at Evonnie's school. I haven't been in yet this year, and I'm gonna bring her teacher. I actually made 2 of them, one so I could taste and make sure it was good. These are iced peach green teas. I basically brewed the green tea doubly strong, and then I did half tea and half seltzer water to water it down, and then I added peach syrup. I will link my homemade peach syrup recipe I use down below. It's not my recipe, but it is very good. So yeah, I like to make it a little bit strong, so as the ice sits, I have round ice cubes. It just makes it so much more fun. But as the ice sits, it gets a little more diffused and not quite as strong. So that's kind of how I've been doing it, and it's so good. It is the last of the peach season, and we're living it out to the fullest, that's for sure. But after that, I want to run to a place that I pick up my veils, my head coverings. We'll talk about that in a little bit, and just some more practical notes of head covering. And I also may, if we have time, stop at a fabric store and look at some fabrics for an upcoming Fox Sparrow line that we're going to be carrying on my website. Fox Sparrow is a website full of all kinds of handmade, Lancaster County mostly made products, and they're all things I use in my normal daily life, and they're all beautiful. So you can always check that out. The link is always down below. And we're also gonna stop in at Josh's work and have some lunch with him since we'll be in that area. So I'm excited, but I did not sleep good last night at all. I was completely out till 4 o'clock. And then I was awake pretty much ever since, I think. I don't think my alarm woke me up. I think I was awake that whole time, which really stinks because now it means I'm gonna be dragging this afternoon. I literally Googled online, what hormone is off if you are waking up randomly at 4 o'clock in the morning? Which I don't know why I Googled that, because that's like the first time that it's happened like that in a while. And it said you might be pregnant. I'm like, yeah, that checks. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of funny. Maybe my hormones are off, but it's probably for a good reason. I am pregnant. So anyway, let's get this day started. You ready to go, boys? I just have the 2 boys with me because Vonnie's in 1st grade. You ready to go? Thumbs up?
Yeah.
Ready to go, Miller?
No.
No. He says no for everything. You have to take it with his tone of inflection.
What is this one? That's a little different one, so that's what.
We came out here to look if the sunflowers were still nice. They are not. They are over. For some reason, I think of sunflowers as like a fall flower, but yeah, it's definitely. I'm definitely living in the past. This is their cheese curd sampler, and then I got a turkey BLT. I think that's this.
Yep.
Yum, pickles, chips. Oh my goodness, we are running behind now. One of Josh's coworkers' wives was there and we were chatting and I lost track of time. It was so fun. I did get a coconut honey latte. It's really good actually. I rarely buy coffees anymore. One, because I don't crave them with like being pregnant and stuff near as much. And also, I feel like if I buy a coffee, it takes away the fun of me making one at home with my espresso machine. It's like one of my favorite hobbies right now, but I had to try it when I saw a coconut honey latte. It was very good. Anyway, we are here at the fabric store. You ready to go in? We'll try to do this as fast as possible because I know this is not super fun for you. Okay? Oh my goodness, I wanted to make a little dress like this for Evonnie. How cute. Oh my goodness, but it's really thin, crepey fabric. Look at the sunflowers. Okay, here's my stack of goodies I found. Doesn't look like much, but you'll see them in the future. And I actually just swung in and grabbed my veils. I go to a lady, actually she said that a lot of you guys actually checked her out after I mentioned her on my YouTube channel. Joyce's Coverings, I'll link her down below. There are still plenty of Mennonites around here who would wear the standard bonnet style covering like my mom does. But more and more people are going to more of the practical like veil type that just like is bendable and everything. I prefer white, so I only wear white, but a lot of people ask what's the difference between white and black. I do cover my head, and if you're curious what is up with that, it's not just a Mennonite thing. There's a whole head covering movement out there, and I challenge you to look into it. I think there's headcoveringmovement.org or something. I'll put some resources down below, but it all stems from 1 Corinthians 11, and I practice covering my head. Literally, some people look at that and think it means the long hair is your covering. I can see where you draw the conclusion if you just glanced at it, but if you think about it a little bit, in my mind, it doesn't quite make sense if your long hair is your covering. But I definitely think 1 Corinthians 11 is something that we should all read for ourselves and see what, you know, what it means, because it does mean something. It is in the Bible for a reason. I ordered 2 more veils. I kind of just get whatever. I like to try different things out. This is a really pretty new fabric I've never had before. And then this is my current favorite fabric that I have. I'm sure most of you think they look exactly the same. Here's another one. This has like a wider lace, and you kind of have to be careful how it lays on your head with the wider lace. So I like this narrow one better. And then I also restocked on these little white clips. They hold the veil to your head. And the way I put my hair up in a bun in the back is I like the brown hair pins because you can't see them. These pins were $1.69 a piece. These were, I don't know, the price isn't on here, but like a couple bucks. And the veils that I bought were both $9 each. I get the 7-inch long by 6.5 wide, but you can actually go on her website and totally customize whatever you want if you decide to look into it. Now these are more traditional, the white ones, and I just like them. They match everything, and they're not really like a style statement. It's just like a functional head covering. I will say, if you're a new head cover, maybe just start with black because you can wash black so much easier than white. White is a lot harder to keep pristine and crisp looking. But no, it doesn't mean if they're white, you're married, and if they're black, you're not, or anything like that. There's not really any significance to those. There's also all other kinds of head coverings that you can tie on. Okay, I'm home. I wanted to show you a few more hair covering styles that I have. This one is from Garlands of Grace. I highly recommend checking them out. They have less traditional looking head coverings. This one actually covers more of my head, ironically. You do have some hair sticking out in the back here, but it's more of like a snood, and it's so comfy. I don't know why I don't wear this more. It attaches in the back with a button and a loop, so there's no, you know, abrasive metal things on your hair, so that's really nice. And it looks really good with this outfit. I think I'll just leave it on for the rest of the day, but Josh is not used to me like this, so he's always like, what are you wearing? I don't know, it's so funny. So he prefers the white, and I'm just kind of used to it too. That's the traditional way. A lot of my friends, that's kind of what they would wear as well. Some churches have rules on like lace, if you can have lace on your head covering or not, and only things that like Mennonites would understand. But it is about the covered hair. And like I said, you can look more into 1 Corinthians 11. It's not my desire to be a preacher and be like this. I'm an advocate for head covering, but I'm not like the poster child or like trying to shove it down your throat. And I know there's several people that have looked into it because of me talking about it on my channel, so that's awesome. Also, this is from Amazon. Look at that. You could just like put that on your head. It's a little more, it takes a little more finessing to get it to lay nicely, because, you know, there's that triangle in the back. I've seen people wear these with like their long hair down underneath. I would wear this more like if I'm going swimming or something like that, just more of a casual hairstyle. Another set I got off of Amazon. This is really pretty, and I love how it's pretty big. When I wear it, I just fold it down about 3 inches, and then I pretty much do the same thing as the one I just showed you. Put it on like this, and this one, I think it looks cute. It's like kind of farmery, but then you do need a clip about here and here because it's slippery fabric and it will slip down over time. Some people have convictions that your head covering should not be like adorning in any way. It should be very plain and simple. I can see where they come from with that too. But yeah, that's the more practical side of head covering. I don't cover my hair in the shower or when I'm sleeping or when I'm swimming even sometimes. I'll throw a ball cap on if I'm going to the beach or the pool or something like that. I do have long hair, but I trim it just to keep maintenance going, and I feel like every time when I'm pregnant, like 9 months pregnant, I will trim it pretty heavily before the baby comes because I know I'm about to lose tons of hair and I don't need all that maintenance. It's still always long hair, but I do trim it, and I know some people also have convictions that you don't ever trim your hair at all. But yeah, I did not grow up that way, and I feel like that's more the letter of the law than the spirit of it. But yeah, I can see where people come from with that as well. Anyway, it is much later, like I said, and I'm about to actually go downstairs and cook supper. This week we are having Green Chef, which I'm so excited about, and Green Chef is sponsoring this portion of the video. I get so excited every week that I get to work with them. I kind of get a box from them about every other month, and even though I enjoy cooking, I feel like getting Green Chef will like zhuzh up my meal inspiration and just the magic in the kitchen. I love pouring myself a glass of kombucha or like a special drink and just like cook in the kitchen. I'm in the zone. I like to start this before the kids wake up from their nap, and it's almost like an arts and crafts project to me. I know some people really enjoy getting Green Chef because it saves them time and like their grocery shopping, which it definitely does. It saves me on grocery shopping time. I love how their ingredients come pre-portioned and sometimes even pre-chopped for you. It's just kind of a ritual that I've learned to love, and I get very excited when I see our boxes show up at our door. I do say boxes because I get the family plan, so it's actually 4 servings, which is perfect for our family right now. They have ready-to-go meals, they have breakfast now, and it just, you gotta go on the website and look. Your mouth will be watering just looking at the recipes, and if it's not, maybe my yummy food footage here on screen is gonna get your appetite whetted. The sauces and the rubs that go on them are unreplicable. I've tried to make the same recipe as them, and it just doesn't turn out the same. So I really appreciate all the thought that goes into the flavors that we're putting with our veggies and our meat and everything. So if you are looking to help yourself out when it comes to cooking in the kitchen, maybe it's a harder season of life, you know, maybe you just had a baby or life is just really coming at you fast, maybe Green Chef could help you out. Or if you just need some more creativity and a little bit more of a spark in your cooking routine, Green Chef might just be right for you. It's a great family activity. My kids love to help out, even though sometimes I prefer doing it when they're napping or, you know, on my own. It's relaxing. I enjoy it. It's fun. Okay, we just sat down to eat supper. I don't know why I'm filming while we're supposed to be eating, except Josh sat down, took a couple bites, and he's like, this is the best Green Chef meal he's ever had. So try the pork chops with truffle sauce and mushrooms. It's so good. Should have got 8 pork chops, huh? What's it taste like?
I don't know. It's just, everything's amazing.
I love it.
Love
I like it.
Wow, you guys are like good little actors. I didn't even tell you to say any of this. It is a very, very good meal, huh? What? Oh, you want to say something too? Thumbs up? Is it yummy? Yeah, thumbs up. He gets a finger up from Miller. Gonna try to do it. Thumbs up? Yeah! Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating clean with dinners that work for you and not the other way around. They also don't use any artificial colors or sweeteners, which I really appreciate. And right now, when you use my code 60meganfox, you're gonna get 60% off plus free shipping. You just go to greenchef.com for more details. Good morning. It's the next day. I'm actually ready to get out the door here. I thought we could eat some cranberry orange loaf together. This is what I got from September Farm yesterday. We can eat this maybe unhealthy type of breakfast while we talk about food. I don't want you guys to think that I'm coming at you and preaching because I definitely don't have it all together. So I thought, you know, we can break down the barriers by I can show you I'm definitely not perfect, but I have a good relationship with food, I would say, for sure. I eat when I'm hungry. I enjoy food. I don't like have a really restrictive mindset too much. Like maybe I did more so in my young 20s, but for some reason I have this weird mindset. This morning I'm going to my OBGYN appointment. I'm 17 weeks today. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty good about it. If you guys saw my pregnancy announcement video, you know I get really crazy and weird before doctor appointments, but I've been feeling the baby kicking, and so that's such nice confirmation. And I am a little nervous about blood work today. Just because I was like, they have to get my veins the first time, please. Oh, it hurts so bad if they don't. Oh wow, this is so beautiful. But anyway, back to the food. I have this bad habit of not eating the morning of my OBGYN appointments because then I'm heavier on the scales. Like, it's so messed up. I don't even drink that much water. It's like this weird thing because I don't want to gain too much weight in my pregnancy, right? And I always feel like when I go there, the scales is like 3 pounds heavier either way. So anyway, it's not a very good confidence boost in the morning, but I cannot be that way. I need to stop it. That's not even right. But I've told myself this morning, I'm getting blood work done. I'm eating some breakfast. And this is basically a muffin. They put their muffin batter in a loaf. So whatever, it's not the most healthy. As far as like eating while pregnant, I'm trying to really focus on a lot of protein, a lot of fruits and vegetables, which is really easy. This is, you know, coming out of summer here, there were so many options for fresh produce. But yeah, I definitely feel like some days I'm really hungry and the next day hardly at all. And so I just kind of do what I want to do. But yeah, I'm very grateful. I've never really dealt with any type of eating dysfunction, but this sounds a little bit like an eating dysfunction. You know, I can eat breakfast before I go to the OBGYN. It's totally fine, because then usually what ends up happening after I get out of, you know, talking to the midwife and stuff, I will go to Panera Bread or somewhere and eat like 2 meals in one. So it's kind of counterproductive. Anyway, let's try this out. I should probably warm it up in the microwave. That would be even better, but wow. This looks so pretty. Crunchy and wet and gooey. Oh, it's so good. I don't normally buy baked goods because I love baking, but I would never make cranberry orange anything. I don't know how to bake with cranberries. I'm sure I could learn. Anyway, my grandma is gonna be watching the boys this morning. Their great grandma, so that's pretty cool. We should get going. Fletcher is such a good hype man. He's biking beside me and I'm jogging, running, whatever. And he's like, wow, Mom, I have to bike so fast. Good job. I have to bike fast to keep up with you. Are you cheering Mama on, Fletcher?
I like to run. It's like, good job.
It's like, good job. Yeah. It is Friday, so my doctor appointment went really well. Went off without a hitch. Praise the Lord. Actually, my midwife, OB, whatever, has 2 locations, and I went to the other one this time, and I was just like in and out. I think I got my blood work done. They got me on the first try, praise God. And then my appointment where they just listened to the baby's heartbeat and everything, I was in and out in 20 minutes with both of those things combined. So it's so nice to feel the baby kicking. At least that gives you some confirmation, but yeah. And then this morning is, like I said, Friday. Evonnie had a half day of school because this is Labor Day weekend, and we have no plans as far as like going. Usually a lot of people are in the area. A lot of our friends are going camping or to the cabin or whatever, and I would love to be doing that, and we're not, which is totally fine. But Josh and I agreed that we're going to treat this weekend as kind of a little staycation, so there will be a lot more out to eating in this and stuff like that because there's so many good places around here. I'm not going to be cooking as much. I have 2 Green Chef meals left, so I will be cooking those throughout the weekend. But other than that, we might be eating out a little bit more. Josh is going to go tomorrow morning on Saturday out for breakfast with some of his guy friends, which never happens. I'm really happy for him. And then also me and Evonnie are going to have a little mother-daughter date tomorrow. Come along for that. There's going to be some fall content in there. We're both excited about it. But this morning, Fridays, I always work out, and since I already worked out twice this week, I was like, let's do something else, a little different, more fun. So I hooked up the bike cart to my electric bike. I was glad for the electricity, believe me, on the hills. But the rest of the time, I just pedaled like normal and got a good workout in. We biked into town. I love that we have biking access into town. And we went to a coffee shop and I got the boys a lemonade to split, and I got a white chocolate / pumpkin spice iced latte. Basically, I told her put 1 squirt of pumpkin spice in and 2 squirts of white chocolate, because their white chocolate lattes are so good there. I think they make the syrup themselves. There's like little bits of white chocolate in it. Anyway, super, super good. I rarely order coffees anymore because I enjoy making my own, but I think I might actually have 2 coffees this weekend, which is pretty rare for me, especially being pregnant. I try to watch that. But yeah, it was super fun, and I happened to run into this little clothing boutique store that I didn't even know existed along Main Street. It's called For His Glory Boutique, so check it out if you're a local. I think she's actually online as well. She sews some of her own clothes, which I'm like, oh, kindred spirit here. Anyway, so that was fun to stop in there and look at her cute shop, and the boys got to play with the toys while we chatted shop and business and marketing and all that stuff, so that was fun. But anyway, that brings us up to this afternoon. The kids just went down for a little bit of a nap, and tonight we're having 2 families over. They both just had little babies, and I was like, perfect, let's have them over for supper. But I'm not gonna actually be cooking. It's a Friday night. We are getting BLT pizzas from a place close by. That's our kick lately. BLT pizzas and wings are so delicious. I did make a veggie tray, and we have chips, and it would not be a fallidays video without a holiday drink. So I'm about to make one with you all right now. I am making a Thanksgiving punch. Perfect for this time of year. Because it's still warm out, but we have fall on our minds. And so I got apple cider. Kaufman's apple cider is our local apple cider that's really good. Let me know what you guys pay for apple cider per gallon. I feel like I cut my left toe off or something. I feel like I need to go watch apple cider being made so that I can appreciate how expensive it is. $10 for a gallon of apple cider. But anyway, I have a small amount of this in the freezer, ready to go, frozen, so I can have apple cider ice cubes instead of water to water it down. But this is called Thanksgiving punch, and you're supposed to actually make it a couple hours ahead of time so the flavors can like soak in. So that's what we're doing now. Take cinnamon sticks, pumpkin pie spice, frozen cranberries. Actually, I think I'm gonna put these back in the freezer and add them last minute so they can also act as ice cubes. And then it was supposed to take a green apple and a red apple and 1 navel orange, but these are the tiniest navel oranges I've ever seen. So I got 2 of them. And so I'm just gonna slice everything really thinly. I think you can make these into little individual mocktails, which I think could be really pretty. But I'm just putting this in my giant mason jar, 2-gallon drink dispenser. And then after these ingredients, you also are going to add 48 ounces of ginger ale. So I'll do that right before they come. We're also going to be having s'mores like later on at the patio. But I was really glad that I didn't have to cook too much tonight because it's a holiday for me too. And our dishwasher broke down, so I was like, oh my goodness. Josh is like, let's just do pizzas, keep it easy. We can be more into the socializing then. I haven't seen my cousin and my second cousin actually, that's who's coming, in a while. So I'll get to be a real part of the conversation. I was actually just on a podcast with Katie Votberg, and we talked a lot about hosting and just starting if you haven't ever before, and if you do host, how to level up a little bit. And it was a really good conversation, so I will link that podcast down below if you guys like to watch it. I wish it was on my channel because I love all the conversations. She's just a good interviewer. She asked a bunch of really good questions. And so yeah, it was just fun being on there. I'll link this recipe down below, but I think I'm supposed to add this pumpkin pie spice now so that it can not be globby and it can like kind of dissolve. Let's see how much. A tablespoon, okay, that's a decent amount. 5 cinnamon sticks. Does anybody else, when they smell cinnamon sticks, think of their mom's craft room? Maybe that's really random, but my mom used to make little stuffed fabric apples back in the day when that was in style, and she would use cinnamon sticks for the stem. Okay, then we'll just stir it up, and I'm gonna set this out in the fridge to percolate till supper time tonight, and then we'll just add the cranberries and the ginger ale, and it'll be good to go. Pretty pretty. Saturday, our little staycation continues. Evonnie and I are having our little girls' morning. We already went to one garage sale. It wasn't very successful, was it? Yeah, we didn't really get anything. But I'm excited. This is a Fallidays video, and we're about to get some awesome fall decor inspo. Calico Creek is a home store close to me. They do have some things online, and you can order all their furniture, rugs, that kind of stuff. They did my whole bedroom, so if you like my bedroom, that's kind of the vibe. But I love their fall decor and their fall like storefront. It's just so pretty. So we're gonna go in and maybe just get some inspiration for how we can style the things we have in our home. I don't really need much. I have a little list. I want to get a gift card for my sister. It's the best place to get gifts, and it's so fun to have like a Calico Creek gift card because it's just sitting there waiting for you to spend it. I need an 8x10 bigger rug. My rug is 8x10 right now. I'd like it slightly bigger. And I've been looking for like a year casually, so it's fine if I don't find it today. And possibly a fall throw pillow. I thought maybe some floral stems. I love to look at their clothing section usually, but we will see what we find. Oh, it's pretty. This is a salted caramel. That's just a cream filled. This is Oreo, and that's peanut butter. I want, but it's too small. I've been eyeing this one too. I love how it has my tealish color of my kitchen in. It would tie the living room and the kitchen together. Oh, but this one's pretty too, but it's lighter. You might have to be careful. Love these chairs. They swivel. Look, they swivel. This is a pretty rug. An hour and a half wait. Welcome to Lancaster County, folks. We were gonna go to Agape Cafe, which good on them. If they can get people to wait an hour and a half for lunch, that is awesome. Like, well, I just thought with the two of us, we could easily slip in. Normally there is a long wait, especially on a Saturday, but yep, there was no room for us two to squeeze in anywhere. At least not for an hour and a half. What I do like about that place though, if you ever come to Lancaster, I always put that at the top of the list to go to. It's relatively new. They opened over COVID, I believe. But Agape Cafe, I would call in and get your name on and then do some thrift store shopping around and stuff like that and then come back. Because they do a call ahead thing, I believe. So anyway, Evonnie was like, good, she wants to go to Panera Bread anyway. So we're gonna go do that instead. And then run to Aldi for stuff for turkey BLTs for tomorrow when we go paddle boarding. So that'll be fun. Oh, also, I spent 130 bucks on gift cards, and I did buy myself one thing. They had a rug in there that was so beautiful, but they didn't have it in my size. So we're gonna keep searching. But I got this pillow, and I know I'll love it because I have this exact same print on my tea towel. I got a tea towel with this print on it, and I love it. So I'm excited about that. You know what would make that even better? You should dip it in my soup. You're gonna have leftovers to take home. You're gonna share it with Fletcher?
Of course.
So we're home again. If you did not gather that, I was just making brownies because we're having people over again tonight. Josh randomly invited my family over, the ones that are around. And so We're having sausage sandwiches. I stopped at Aldi for all that stuff. And I have leftover veggies from last night, chips from last night. I got a watermelon, brown, yeah. Anyway, so I think we're gonna close this video out with like a little scrapbook ending of the rest of the things we get up to over this weekend. I know we're going paddleboarding, probably going out for lunch on Monday. Also, I have one more Green Chef meal left for this weekend, so that will be nice to have. Make sure you check them out. 60 Megan Fox will get you 60% off plus free shipping. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, another installment of Fallidays, and I'll see you next week for a fall reset. It's the first day of fall next time I post, so ready or not, here we come.
Yeah, hot.